He's been called the Pied Piper of jazz and Doctor of Swing. But renowned trumpeter and composer Wynton Marsalis has now launched a new project, a kind of call and response for these times. Senior arts correspondent Jeffrey Brown met Marsalis at the Jazz at Lincoln Center for our series Art in Action, exploring the intersection of art and democracy, part of our Canvas coverage.
The music is vibrant and alive. But, says Wynton Marsalis, our democracy is threatened, with warning signs everywhere.
I'm seeing what we all are seeing. We're lost. We're blindly flailing about the world.
And while many responses are possible, his, as always, is jazz. An art form of individual statements or improvisation, and collective swinging together. Music, he believes, to heal divisions.
Our music takes us away from that into the feeling of community, which is shared responsibility, shared rights, and the creation of space for others to be creative and to be a part of the process. And it's just an assertion of who we are and a reassertion of the importance of freedom and of civic engagement by artists.
Marsalis has been a leading cultural figure for decades. Founder of Jazz at Lincoln Center in New York in 1987.
1, 2, 3,
Its artistic director ever since. He was born into a musical New Orleans family. From early on playing with older brother Branford, learning from their father Ellis, a pianist and educator who died in 2020.
I want as much as possible to try to communicate to y'all.
A key mission, preserving and passing on that tradition, as we saw in 2011 as he led a festival for high school musicians around the country called Essentially Ellington that continues to this day. Marsalis was born and raised in the cauldron of the 1960s and, he says now, sees a nation in peril once again.
We have very bad leadership, not just the president. All over, very bad leadership, terrible leadership that's easily corrupted. And we need to assert, those of us in the nation who believe in a plural America need to strongly assert it. We need to be figuring out a creative vision that brings us together.
His answer, Jazz Call for Freedom, a new multi-part project that includes a video series intended as a kind of civic engagement dialogue, starting with professional musicians choosing and recording a brief clip of music from a song from the past that they think speaks to our moment.
Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
It's really stripped down and right to the core, and that's exactly what this initiative is. It's getting to the heart of the matter.
Alexa Tarantino, a saxophonist, composer, and bandleader in her own right, is a member of the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra. She worked with Marsalis to choose leading contemporary musicians to participate.
The main element of jazz and performance is call and response and communication. And so the fact that we are able to start something like this that puts out our own form of creative expression and encourages others to respond with theirs, it's that musical element personified, but with this political charge.
Among the videos recorded so far, Cecile McLaurin-Salvant singing Stevie Wonder's Visions.
Is this a vision in my mind?
The group New Jazz Underground with Sonny Rollins' Freedom Suite. Students from Jazz at Lincoln Center's Jazz Academy performing America the Beautiful. One by Chris Lewis, another composer and bandleader, as well as sax player with the orchestra. His pick, a piece by jazz great pianist McCoy Tyner, who died in 2020, titled Contemplation.
He recorded it in the 1960s, which at a time, tumultuous time in American history, right, civil rights movement. And so to him, that was a time of contemplation.
What does a piece like that say now?
I think it's a time for us to be contemplative of what's going on, both internally and externally. And so it's important for us to engage with our community and to understand that your value system is not necessarily the only value system. And jazz teaches us that. It teaches you that I believe this thing, but just because I believe this does not mean that your belief system is invalid. We both can believe different things and respect that and also create music together.
In turn, the responses are now coming in from music-loving and playing citizens from around the country, recording songs meaningful to them. Marsalis is also looking to history with other parts of the jazz call for freedom, with audio recordings including Let Freedom Swing, a 2004 live performance that featured new jazz compositions with texts by leaders of the past, such as Nelson Mandela, read by Morgan Freeman.
I cherish my own freedom dearly, but I care even more for your freedom.
And Václav Havel, read by Alfre Woodard.
That I stand behind what I do.
What does it all add up to? If I'm looking at like a minute video of a piece of music, you know, Visions by Stevie Wonder or a piece by Sonny Rollins, McCoy Tyner, Duke Ellington, what does that actually do? I mean, does that change anything?
Yeah, music is the art of the invisible. So yes, a song, you think of the freedom songs of the 60s. You think of the songs that we rely on today that have a consciousness. And you think of all the classic hymns and great songs that people have sung around the world, not just our songs. Mm-hmm. The music is the art of the invisible, so it touches things deep inside of us.
As for Marsalis himself, he recently announced he'll step down as head of jazz at Lincoln Center next year. A huge shift for an institution that's aimed at giving jazz a place in the larger culture, and for him.
It's just that time. There's no bad reason. We have a lot of great, fantastic, talented younger musicians. We have dedicated older members. It's time for me to be one of those members. You know, it's time. It's time for me. Yeah, oh man, it's that time. But I've been in the public space a long time, since I was 18 or 19.
Yeah, you're not retiring.
You know, musicians don't retire. You know, we always, and I will always be a part of the institution as needed. Mm-hmm. And of course, for the art form, I mean, it defines my life. My father was a jazz musician. I grew up in the culture of the music, mm-hmm. And there's no greater cause I could put any time to the service of than this fantastic music that's had so many great musicians.
An art form, he insists, as urgent and necessary as ever. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jeffrey Brown in New York.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.